Funny story. All I had to do was show these deer my PSE bow and they just tipped over. If you want the same thing to happen to you, I want to make it easy. PSE giveaway. All you gotta do, like, subscribe, comment to be entered in the giveaway. Simple enough. You want to be cool? You want a PSE? That's all you gotta do. This video is going to stress some of you out. It's going to get some of you a little bit angry, but it's something I got to talk about. And it's something that's going on with some of these trail cameras that you don't even realize. You don't know that there's an issue until you're told there's an issue, or you don't realize that this is a problem. It's just hard to realize this is a problem with these cameras, but basically you're not getting all the intel you should be getting from these cameras. And I'm not here to necessarily brand bash. This can happen with a lot of cameras. I don't know if it can be weaned out, call it what you want. Lack of good terminology there, but I don't know if you can ever get rid of this issue by using a certain I'll go back and I'll say this. You absolutely can. You absolutely can get rid of this issue just by using different cameras. And I'm not saying it because I think TACTACAM or any other brand is a bad camera. A lot of you love them, and that's cool. I'm good with that. If you like them, don't listen to me at all. But there's one test that they have failed pretty bad. You see it a lot with these cheaper cameras, not just that camera. So like I said, not here to just say that's the worst camera, don't buy that one, buy everything else. That's not the case. And honestly, take my word for it, but also test my theory. I'm asking you to do that because just because I say it doesn't mean it's that way all the time. You with anything on YouTube or my videos or anybody else's videos, we're going to give you information. Now you need to test those theories on your own given property in your own given instance. See if it's the case. Because if you just go and you just believe everything that somebody says in a video, you can get yourself in a world of hurt on other people's videos. I've tried to steer you guys in the right direction at all times. You have my word on that. So let's get into the one test that the TACTACAMs seem to fail or seem to basically fail miserably. And it's the fact that they're missing a lot of photos in comparison to some other cameras that I've used in the past. So here's the thing. You've seen the videos that just came out, maybe. I'm trying to even think who released the videos. I don't know. He did like a video comparison or a side-by-side comparison of a lot of the cheaper cameras. And I don't use cheap in a bad way. It's an inexpensive camera. That's what some of you can afford, so that's what you should get. Those $100 to $200 cameras, and did some of the comparisons between those cameras. But the issue is a lot of those cameras had the same issue. And if you were to spend a little bit more money on a camera like the Exodus Render, which is a $300 plus camera, a little bit more expensive, or even some of your other more expensive cameras like a Spartan camera or a Reconyx, some of those cameras, only some of them, do have a better warranty, so that's a perk. But the one thing that those cameras outcompete the other cameras, the cheaper cameras, especially like the TACTACAMs and the other brands is they don't miss as many pictures side by side. Okay, and here's the thing. You don't know that your camera's missing pictures because how can you know? You don't know what you don't know. It's as simple as that. The only way that I've figured it out is through clients using both cameras side by side, doing side-by-side testing. And another way to figure it out is in country in which you get, in part of country in which you get snow, all of a sudden there's a trail camera, a picture of a deer, but then there's like 4 or 5 sets of other tracks in the snow on the camera, and you're thinking to yourself, how long have those been there? Some of them aren't fresh. You can see that in the photo. So therefore the camera is missing photos. Now, if you put this side by side with a more expensive camera, and I'm going to be straightforward with you because that's just how I roll. I'm a bit biased to the Exodus Renders because I work with them, but I'm not working with somebody that makes an absolute crap camera either. So take that for what it's worth. I mean, 5-year warranty on those cameras. It's a no-brainer. Even if you have issues, because it's an electronic, and I guarantee you there's been issues with them. Somebody's going to take care of it. They're going to speak English when you call them. It's an in-house company. The guys that built that camera, the guys that are going to help you solve the issue. But anywho, any one of those cameras in the higher price range should, especially those brands that I've mentioned, outperform those cheaper ones, which is maybe common sense stuff. But here's the thing. If you thought they were doing the same thing as far as getting the same amount of photos and not missing photos, you're wrong. Obviously, we knew about the picture quality and all the other little bells and whistles. But the thing that they're truly missing is in a side-by-side comparison on the same trees at the same angles, things like that, is these cheaper cameras are missing more photos. And if you miss photos, maybe you paid less for the camera, but if you're missing photos, well, why do you have a camera in the first place? In November, you don't want to miss that photo. In October, during hunting season, you don't want to have to miss those photos. And if you're missing photos, You're missing intel, and I hate to say it, in our generation, we live and die by the trail camera too much, to the point where I don't even care if it's an Exodus trail camera. You guys shouldn't trust them all the time. There's a lot of things going on in the timber that are walking around your cameras or whatever else, and at the end of the day, they're all electronics. There's flaws in all of them. So what it comes down to is these cameras are missing more photos. Maybe they're a bit slow, maybe not even that, but they're just flat out missing photos. They're not detecting the movement sometimes. Versus some of these more expensive cameras. And this is a prime example of you get what you pay for. So think about that. If you're willing to spend the money on a little bit more expensive camera, guys, I dare you to do the side-by-side testing. This should be common sense, but it's not. And honestly, a lot of people just don't think about it. So it's not even an issue of being common sense. You just don't think about it. You think sometimes a cell cam is a cell camera. Well, it's not. Some of these cameras are missing photos. The nicer ones tend to do better. And how serious are you about hunting? You know, you get a little weekend warrior, or are you the weekend warrior that goes out a little bit? All right, use the cheaper ones, which, by the way, Exodus just came out with a more inexpensive camera, or an inexpensive camera at like $100 some odd. That has a 5-year warranty, by the way. So I mean, that in itself is a great purchase there. It's the only one in its category doing that. But anyway, guys, test them out. Take my word for it. Don't take my word for it. Test them out, and you'll see for yourself. If you like these videos, you like these updates, you like all these topics, like, comment, subscribe. Always doing giveaways. You want to win? Like, comment, subscribe. See you next time.